Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We're working on our winter and foothill poems, right? And we're here in Sequoia and taking a look at what the rest of Sequoia is. I think this is a largely missed and misunderstood resource. When I was a kid, we used to go to Sequoia every year and we'd drive right past this, and I'd always think, oh God, I hate to be in there, because it was in the middle of summer that we always went, and it was 100 degrees in the foothills. And now it's perfectly wonderful, and there's all sorts of life to be seen. There's all sorts of hiking to do. There's all sorts of stuff to do down here. Okay, but we're working on poetry, and I'm thinking we're in a very particular time right now. We're particular, very strange moment. We've had one of the biggest droughts that we've ever had in California's history, to the point where the glaciers, a lot of them have melted and just gone away. It's been 4 years, and it's been a massive drought, and it's been incredibly hot. But now we're supposed to get El Nino. So we're on this moment of great transition. We're in just this few weeks here where not much is happening, but we've had a little bit of rain, so we're not quite in the drought anymore, but we're not quite in the El Nino part. And this is our moment of transition, and that's what we're going to be working on today. Are those moments of transitions. Now there are ways that you can work this in terms of structure. For example, if you do 2 sonnets, you could have what was and what will be. Oh, that's a great name for a poem. Also, pretty close to being a good name for a Led Zeppelin song. You could have, what else could you do? You could set up a poem like this, going down either side of the thing. You do a shape poem. You can do anything like that. Anyway,
or you could do a dagwood too.
Was that?
A dagwood.
You could do a dagwood too. A dagwood's a very interesting poem type. You do a stanza of whatever length you like, and then a second stanza of exactly the same length, and then you take the lines from the first stanza and you interweave them with the lines of the second stanza, so it becomes like a sandwich, like a dagwood. If you've ever read Blondie, you know what we're talking about. Dagwood like this, so that the two start to comment on each other. And Shema Mahmood, who a lot of you know, wrote a great one this summer. Okay, so we've got this. We're working on transitions. Now, if I were going to write this poem, I'd write the El Nino transition, right? Especially someplace like here. I was around for the last times that El Nino came, and I lived in the mountains for some of that time, and I saw the incredible flooding. And I'm looking around here, and we've got this grass that doesn't really have any hold or purchase, and we've got a lot of mud, or a lot of dirt that's going to become mud, and we're going to have slides. And I'm looking around here, and I'm looking at all the potential energy that's sitting up there on the mountains, and I'm wondering what kind of effect that's going to have, and what that's going to do to roads, and to people, and to animals, and to all sorts of things. I think of the animals that I saw. I think of the bear caves that I've never been in one, but I had a friend who went into one accidentally. She thought it was a cave, and okay, so what happens to that bear den? Right, all of these things going on. So, and you can think of it in that way, actually, potential energy, right, between these two transitions. Or we can think of what are other moments of transitions. I remember I was going off to college, and I was waiting on outside in a plane in the area for the plane, and like that was a strange moment. I was kind of looking around, and just right, my other life is left behind completely. I'm never gonna. Well, I was gonna come back, but I wasn't gonna see those people. And I know that a lot of these people are gonna become my friends potentially, or enemies, or what. But there's this moment in between. I think of that year between my BA and my master's programs. That's a strange year. A lot of people take that year off, and a lot of people feel very uncomfortable, unsettled during that time. I have a lot of people who come back to me, and they just like freaked out. I was freaked out too, because I didn't know until about November or so that I was even going to apply to masters, and so I spent that 7 months or so just thinking, okay, so what is my life going to be? What, you know, I've got a BA in English. What do I want out of life? And that's a very strange, unsettled time. Okay, whatever it is you do, post down below, and I'll see you tomorrow. 30 Days Until Done.